What is going on, garden fans? Welcome back to the Permaculture Homestead. I'm at the home site today and want to give you a look at what we are harvesting right now at this time of year. There is a lot growing on in this food forest. It is quite abundant this time of year, and I want to show you some of our first fruits. So come on back, enjoy the journey. Welcome back to the home site, garden fans. It is May in Zone 8, South Carolina, and we are starting some of the first fruits of the year. And these are seasonal fruits. These aren't perennial, but I just harvested up a full mixing bowl full of mulberries. And these are black mulberries right here. And then I've got another small breakfast bowl full of blackberries right now. And these are the seasonal fruits that we are harvesting right now. Now, I've already frozen up a quart of mulberries. This is another big bowl that I'm gonna probably freeze up, another quart of these frozen up. And I'm gonna be able to freeze probably a quart of mulberries twice a week for the next couple weeks. Now, certainly I'm gonna keep you abreast of that situation as we go along, because I often don't do well enough showing you what we've harvested and how much we're harvesting. But now that the harvests are coming on, it's going to be pretty crazy. So these are these seasonal fruits. I know that I beat with a dead horse things that we harvest perennially. So if you live anywhere in Zone 8, you should be able to grow kale and collards perennially. I don't talk about this enough, but we are never short on greens, whether it's kale or collards. And another thing that we're never short on is herbs. So oregano, lemon balm, mint, these are things that grow perennially in anywhere in Zone 8. Right now, the pineapple guava is flowering. And if you did not know, the petals themselves are edible. And they do have, they got a very candied taste to them. I can't even, it almost tastes like bubble gum is what these taste like. They have a marshmallow consistency with a bubble gum taste to them. So if you have never eaten pineapple guava flowers, they are edible. Now I want to kind of get back to the mulberry tree and show you how abundant it is. And just like the mulberry, the blackberries are things that we don't harvest all at once. We're going to be harvesting blackberries basically for the next couple weeks. And the mulberry trees that I got are basically the same thing. So what you're going to see right now is a mulberry tree with a lot of white fruit on it. I've come through here already and picked most of the fresh fruits. And what happens is as I pick these black fruits here, as I pick the fresh ones, all these white fruits will start to ripen up. So in the next week, some of these fruits will ripen up and I'll pick them off, and then more will ripen up. And in this way, I am able to harvest mulberries over an extended period. In fact, this is probably one of the most productive trees that I grow, and it is absolutely low maintenance. I don't do a whole lot to it. I have been putting on a very special fertilizer that I'm gonna do a video on this weekend about. It's all homegrown fertilizer, but you can kind of see how these things ripen in bunches. You know, I got one black one here, and then the rest of them aren't quite ripe yet. But as I harvest these fresh black fruits, the white ones around them will then harvest. And here again, in this way, I am able to harvest mulberries over a whole month and a half. So once we start harvesting, we don't stop for quite some time. Now, by the time this mulberry tree has dropped all its fruit, and that's another good thing I like about this tree, anything that I don't pick off the tree drops to the ground, and that gets fed to my chickens. So I'll let the chickens out here. And what they'll do is come out and eat any of the fruit that has dropped to the ground that I have not harvested. So this mulberry tree is not just feeding my family and I, it's feeding my chickens as well. And these chickens are producing for me fresh eggs every single day. And there's just another source of food that you might not think about. Here's some of those herbs I was talking about. This is catnip. It grows all over the place. We have lemon balm and mint also growing everywhere. And my blackberries, just like the mulberry tree, don't all ripen at once. So I'll be able to pick one or two of these fruits this week, and then next week some more will ripen up, and so on and so on and so forth. So when it comes time to harvest, I'm never harvesting everything all at once. Now, some fruits that are coming on. We got pawpaw on the tree, loaded down. And this is a mango pawpaw right here. We have things that are fruiting and flowering right now. More pawpaw. In fact, all the pawpaw trees are absolutely loaded down with fruit. And you can kind of see, same thing as the mulberry. We got young, fresh, juvenile fruits with more advanced fruits coming on right now. Now, I don't think all of these fruits are gonna hold. They're gonna get big, they're gonna get heavy. Some of them are gonna like self-prune themselves. They'll just fall right off, especially when you get big bunches like that. You know, that bunch might be pruned down to 3 fruits as we go throughout the season. Another thing flowering right now that is a source of food for us is the elderberry. So elderberry are flowering, and you can make a mead, elderberry mead with the flowers. Me personally, I just let the flowers get pollinated, and I like the fruit better than the flowers. However, if I needed an antiviral, I could use the panheads for an antiviral drink. So every one of these flowers is going to be an elderberry. And I'm going to walk around one more time, garden fans, and show you the plum tree, because that is the last of the things that is kind of fruiting up right now, but not quite ready yet. All of the goomy berry have set fruit. And here again, loaded, absolutely loaded down. This is going to be an abundant harvest year because we did not get a late frost. So most of the flowers and fruit set from the early spring have set with no problem whatsoever. And our plum tree, looking good right now. I think I said in the last video that I've been spraying these with neem oil once a week, and that has seemed to do a very good job keeping the plum curculio at bay. And these will probably all start ripening out within the next 30 to 40 days. So by the time I'm done harvesting mulberries and blackberries, I'll be getting plums and likely elderberry. So that is it for today, garden fans. We do harvest a lot out of here, and I often don't do my best kind of showing you the fruits of the labor, but this is a very low maintenance home garden. The chickens do a lot of the work for me, and Mother Nature does most of the work. Honestly, I come out here and I harvest, and I'm gonna do a better job kind of showing you that throughout the year, because that's what's important, right? I mean, getting a yield out of your work is what's important. So I wanna be able to show you all the yields that we're producing year over year, because this is gonna probably be one of the most abundant years we've ever had. Anyway, we appreciate you all coming out to the home site. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, just leave a message down. I try to answer everybody's question. Appreciate you all watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, that's what really helps us out. God bless.